small stream, what we're looking for is game fish and also the non-game fish. So we'll do a 200-meter transect. First 100 meters will collect the game fish only. Last 100 meters will collect all fish, so the non-game and the game fish, and try to get a species index of what's in the creek.
Timer's reset.
So it's an electrofishing process. We put a slight current in the water. It stuns the fish. Fish are captured. On the backpack unit, there's 2 handheld probes. One's an anode, one's a cathode. One has a net on it, so it also acts as a way or a method to capture the stunned fish.
By shocking the fish, the electricity doesn't go through their body, it wraps around their body, and it knocks them out, whereas with us, it would hurt us. Today, we actually can wear these neoprene or rubberized waders where the electricity will not go through the waders. It's pretty harmless to the fish. It's harmful to us, but as far as the fish, no.
We're funded through fishing and hunting license funds, so we do spend a lot of time working with sport fisheries. There's some recreational activities go out here. Folks come out and we'll be waiting for smallmouth or rock bass. But the other part of it is we're charged with the government to take care of all the animals, whether it's one of these little darters or all the way up to white-tailed deer. You know, it all falls in our wheelhouse. We're really hoping to see high numbers of species. That's the first box we're looking to check off when we're doing these samples. That lets us know that there's a lot of good habitat here to support different species of fish. Then if we're seeing different sizes in those species, that's letting us know that they're able to spawn every year. There's enough food for them. The fish there are in good shape.
Smallmouth bass.
The whole number of species is kind of an indicator of the quality of the creek. If game fish are low or not that abundant, then we can inform the anglers that that's probably one creek they want to bypass, even though the non-game fish may be, you know, abundant, indicating it's a good creek, but maybe not a good creek that an angler would want to fish.
Bunch of stone rollers.
As we've collected the fish, we must separate them out and by different type of species.
You got the telescope shiner and a big eye chub. Big difference there is the mouth.
It's very hard to identify the smaller fish. You start looking at colorations, you start looking at whether the fins are telesated or not. You're looking at anal fin counts, you're looking at dorsal fin counts. You're looking at a lot of different characteristics of each individual fish. Once you do it so long, it's like learning another language, you know. And then once we get them all grouped out, we start weighing and measuring. Now, if it's the game fish, we do them individually, but as with these small ones, such as the darters or such as the minnows or with the daces, we group them together. We do the smallest, we do the largest, we get the total number, and then we get the total weight of that group. We've got more darters in Middle Tennessee than a lot of countries in Europe. Duck River has more species of fish than the whole continent of Europe. So.
This goes into our statewide database, and so it'll be available in the future if there are issues with pollution or land development. We'll have baseline data. Total number of species were present at this date, at this time it was initially sampled, and then we can compare prior to and then after maybe an event, be it construction or be it some kind of development. So it's a good baseline indicator of what we have prior to any kind of event occurring, be it natural or a developmental event. And that's what we're tasked with doing, protecting and the wildlife and the fisheries, and then also identifying and documenting what is present currently, and then hopefully, can we enhance it? Are there threats to it? You need some type of data to indicate what direction you may need to go, and even the absence of fish is data. Is an indicator of, okay, what's potentially wrong with this creek or water body that we're not seeing any fish, or sometimes a truncated species list. In other words, if we go into a creek and we only see 3 species, that's also an indicator of, okay, what's occurring here that we're limited in the abundance of our species. So yeah, data is basically the foundation for what we do.